want to ask you, going back to peer pressure. Um, let's talk about peer pressure as it relates to relationships, especially with the changes. The society is much more open than it was before. So, what's it like being young, facing the peer pressure as it relates to relationships, peer pressure in any direction?
I mean, being convinced with the idea that you have to be a certain way in in every position in relationship. This is the mind fuckery and this is the peer pressure. For example, nowadays people are following Turkish series, whatever series, Khaliji series, and they're seeing the guy is bringing roses and bringing gifts and so romantic with his woman, with his girl, with his wife, whatever was in the series. So they be convinced that this is the real life, and you don't know the director or the writer. This is being wrote for you to see, to deliver a message. It's not a reality. It's a series. So so much of spoiling, so much of false reality, romance. It's not existing in real life. And when you realize that, okay, there is a responsibilities in relationship, especially because we are Muslims. So since we're talking about relationship, we're talking about marriage. There is a relationship, there is a kids, there is responsibilities. Fairy tales are not exist in real life. You don't have to treat you don't have to treat your wife in a certain way. Oh, you just go in a crew and man, everybody is like speaking. Oh, I did this with my wife. My wife is not going outside the house, and he doesn't know really if his wife is cheating on him or not. There is no level of loyalty between those couples. There is no respect. There is no love. Because everybody is convinced with one idea. So nobody is taking religion principles, application in terms of how dealing with your woman or your wife or in the relationship. Everybody is just taking from the social media, from the series, or from the world. Nobody has his own idea about how to treat a woman. I always say, before going into a relationship, you have to express yourself, not the full presentation, but the real you. What you need to achieve in your life. Who are you? I'm like this in a certain way, I'm like this in a certain way. A man has to come with agenda. There is no I'll get married, then I'll figure it out how to work it. You're not the guy. You're not that guy that he just can, one day he woke up from his sleep and, oh, I have an idea, let's do it. You're not executive. You're not a doer. You're not even a thinker. So, living in a life of full of dreams and so much of wanting is living a false reality, for fairy tale. You have to. I say this is advice, from me. You have to express yourself with a full package. A guy came with a full presentation. I will do. I will bring. I will fix everything. And after years later, this guy ain't the same man that he came knocking the door. And they have a conflict right now, and they cannot deal with each other, and they have divorce. So just follow follow your religion, express yourself, know yourself better, and love yourself. Don't cheat yourself.